Hi everybody, this is Carl from Abundant Living, and today we are here in the beautiful city of Loha, as you can see behind me. Gorgeous views. Unfortunately, it started raining, so we are coming here to see this beautiful property, 1.5 hectares, right here outside the city. You're about 15 minutes from downtown Loha, but you are enough on the outside that there are no neighbors up here. You're right up against the mountains. This is a really interesting property and very affordable. Is one of the main great aspects of this property. There's a road all the way to this point. We are on the property currently. That being said, we are going to be driving up the road. A road is possible to be built through the property to go up to the higher sections, but we're going to go walk around. This is a great place. The weather here is a little cooler. You have some great views. You have some fresh breeze. There's a little bit more rain in Loha in general. This is also the rainy season. But yeah, let's go take a look at the property. There's some cows here. This is a great soil as well for planting. And there's a great spot right at the top of the property with expansive views, almost 360-degree views. So let's go hike up there and take a look. So right here, this is the bottom section of the property. The property goes up quite a ways up there. There's a really nice area right at the top that's been flattened, which would be ideal to build a house. But right here, there's a nice section. I would say it's about 1,200 square meters, just about 10,000 square feet that you could build. You could build a nice little guest house here, right at the bottom of the driveway. Of course, it still has those gorgeous views. We're going to show you some of the views that we have of another day where there's not as much rain, but there's really beautiful views of the city here. And of course, there's electricity close by to hook up as well. There's spring water here on this property as well. So let's continue our ascent of this property. As I was mentioning, currently there's not a road all the way to the top, but there's already sort of a path for the road that's already been designed. So all that would require is a machine to come here and flatten this, carve it a little bit better to make it drivable. And right here we have another section that's really nice, that could be used for, of course, another house. Still has those gorgeous views of Loha, and you can see a large amount of space here, probably almost around an acre maybe of usable land here. And once again, views of the city, which are really spectacular. Actually, I really love this area because it's quiet, peaceful. There is a lot of nature, as you can see. Lots of trees, lots of greenery, and you're very close to the city, which is really nice. Check out the beautiful cows. Lots of good grass here for the cows. So another thing that's really interesting about this property, the owner was just telling me he used to grow a lot of potatoes here. This is really good soil. It's not very rocky at all. Also, there's cows are living here, so it adds fertility to the soil. But as you can see here, you have some really nice, very nice soil for planting. A lot of the soil here in various areas in this region has a lot of rocks and clay. This looks to me like some really nice soil for agriculture. Actually, and there's quite a bit of it. I mean, it's a lot of layers. I don't see any rocks, so it's actually really good. And of course, I'd love to point out the views, but just the views are good from every angle of this property, which is also a huge benefit. And then, as you can see behind me, there's beautiful pine trees on this property. There's quite a few of them. There's a whole bunch of them as well up above. So pine trees are really good for many things. They produce pine pollen also, if you're interested in that. It's apparently a superfood, health food. But it's also really good wood. So pine wood is used here in Ecuador for a lot of things. So if you needed to harvest some wood, you could do it here on this property. All right, so right here we are at the source of water. This is a spring that is born on the neighboring property, which is owned by the same owner. The project to get water to the property that's being sold would be to build a reservoir here in order to accumulate the water and then pipe it into the next door lot, which is just 30 meters away. I can see it right here. And of course you would have your own filters there. This is really good spring water. Nobody lives up, it comes from the mountains. Also worth mentioning that this is the beginning of the rainy season, so the water is pretty low right now. The owner is telling me that there's a lot more water during the rainy season, of course, because there's more water in general. And yeah, this is the source of water here, clean spring water right there to the lot. Of course, you can also buy water, you can also bring water in other ways, but this water is the closest to be able to bring to the property. As you can see right here, we have a lot of fern. This property has these beautiful ferns. I really like them. They're just adds beauty. Of course, you could get rid of them and plant something else. And then the rain went away, so we have some gorgeous views you can see in the city. It's very nice up here. I really like it. It's fresh. It's the air is pure. It feels really good up here. I like it a lot. So as you can see, there's already a road basically built from the bottom of the property to the top. It's just not fully finished. So with a very small investment, probably under $5,000, you could finish this road, make it with drainage and make it drivable to get up to the upper location, which, all right, so we made it up to the top. As you can see, there's a great space up here to build a house with those gorgeous views once again. And the road is basically there. The owner drives a backhoe, and he says for $3,000, you could finish up the road all the way to the top here and add lastre, which is kind of like a gravel type. It would be perfect would make it very drivable and very comfortable to drive all the way up here. All right, so I am told that there's another spring up above the mountain that reaches almost to where the lot is, where the terraplan, the flat area, and it's right here in this pipe. So as you can see here, we have a little bit of spring water that's piped in to the property. Guys, once again, I'm really amazed with this view. It's just really a special, gorgeous view, and you can drive around Loja, you can see different spots that have really nice views, but right up here, you're very close to the center, relatively, but you have some of the best views. Like, I really haven't seen such a nice view from any other properties around Loja. I mean, you can see the whole city basically, and you're kind of like one mountain range removed, you know, on the first hill, basically overlooking the city, and it's very special to have here. So, very unique property. All right, so thank you for joining us today on this property tour of this gorgeous property here in Barrio Las Palmeras in Loja, Ecuador. We hope to see you here one day, and until then, we'll see you next time. If you're interested in real estate properties, all of our property videos will now be uploaded on a different channel. Please click the link in the description down below.